2006, and the goal is to make a foundation focused on the low cost and measurement. They came to the doorsteps of people's homes to stop the spread of tuberculosis, as it is very contagious. It unfortunately kills many people a year due to the lack of poorness, nutrition, and it is super contagious from one person to another, and they were finding themselves in a global pandemic just like we were a few years ago with COVID. I am aiming to improve on my growth with my friend. I talked with my friend Alexis because we have been struggling with our friendship. My action plan was to create questions from a different perspective to allow us to see things more than one way. I picked my friend because I feel we both could benefit from seeing how 4D works and implement that into growing as friends with what we don't see eye to eye on. I think a strategy that would benefit my situation is start by using the process of 4D with discovery and seeing how we both can see why we both want our friendship solid like it was in the past. By using discovery, we can focus on the positives and fun memories we have had with each other. To change how we take action when having conflict by taking a step back and concentrating on how we can implement discovery into how we view problems with each other. By asking each other questions centered around discovery, I could see us entering a new thought process of how we can change the bad into a positive. I approach the scenario by generating questions that would make her think of past steps that have led us to the point that we both feel we need to regain trust as friends, reframing how we have been thinking about our end goal and focusing on the current steps. We need to implement the 4D cycle more, like using discovery to generate broader discussions, which we found to be highly insightful for us to focus on the learning process with each other. There were no surprises, but the insight we both gained was super interesting. I learned that switching your focus to thinking positively about the outcomes instead of the negative effects in the progression of the problem. I also learned that using 4D cycle will generate a more sustainable conversation where everyone feels like they are heard. I will implement A1 in the future by reframing my thoughts from negative to positive to change the way my brain wants to think to the correct way. Another way I will implement it is by